2, 3, let's go!
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to make this video because I swear this video has been in the works for like the last 2 months. So I'm really excited to share my results. For those of you who are new to my channel, this video is basically going to be deconstructing the 75 hard challenge that I undertook and my experience with it and whether I would even recommend it to other people. So let's get one thing out of the way. First things first, I did not complete 75 days of the 75-day hard challenge. However, I did complete 60 days successfully. Now I'm gonna have to explain exactly what I did and what I didn't do and why I stopped around the 60-day mark, because obviously like my life is not just a vacuum of me doing this challenge. There's so many things going on in the background. Well, there are some things going on in the background. As for the challenge itself, I wouldn't really say I completed the 75 or the 60-day hard challenge. I would say it was more of like an intermediate medium kind of a challenge. The reason for this is because I did work out twice a day, but it wasn't super intense. Like for me, I was just happy to go on like a 45-minute stroll and that would count as working out. And sometimes I did like stroll, like I didn't really like walk fast or anything. I was really just like listening to music, peacing out in nature and walking. So I don't know if that really comes under the wing of all those people that have really gone at it hard for 75 days straight. So I can't say that I did the 75 hard challenge. I can say that I did the 60-day medium challenge well, just to get that out of the way. Okay, hello. So I'm out for my first run of the day. Yes, apparently I run now. But what is the sunlight? Oh my god. I just came knife shopping in London. Tell me why I literally had to walk like 30 minutes to buy a single knife. I feel like I live in the most civilized metropolitan city in the world and a village at the same time. But anyways, I was walking down the skywalk and like there was this game going on, so it's pretty cool. I'm just standing up here and watching them play like a creep, but we move. Also, look at the view behind me, it's insane. I love walking and all, but it's just the weather. Do you see the wind? And this is actually one of the good days. Other days it's raining and I'm just like, I literally look like a roadman with my hood up and everything. Okay, so I assume you've just gone through all of my clips throughout the challenge. So now honestly, I'm so new to this recording thing, I do not know where to look. I'm so self-obsessed. I keep looking at myself talking, but I realize I should look at the camera, so I'm gonna do that. There we go. Okay. So firstly, I would like to divide the impact into two different sections: the physical and the mental impact. The physical impact, like I can say, there wasn't too, like I've said in the past actually, there wasn't too much of a visible change. Like it's not like I started out really like unfit and then by the end of it I had like rock hard abs or something like that. Regardless of that, because of the fact that I incorporated these two walks into my day, no matter what, like I literally traveled throughout this period to Bristol and stuff, and even when I traveled, I made sure, even if I was really exhausted, I made sure to meet these targets of walking for 45 minutes twice a day. And it was so good for me. Like I can't stress this enough. If you're around my age or whatever age you are, actually it doesn't matter, like you really should get out and move your body a little bit. And it doesn't matter in which way. You could do cardio, you could do weightlifting, you could literally just do what I did and go for a stroll in the park and just, you know, take in the fresh air and listen to some hot girl music, hot boy music, whatever it is you do. And that will be enough because your body needs it. Like evolutionarily speaking, you're not meant to just be sat in a bedroom or sat on a desk and just like be looking at a computer the entire day. Like that is not what your body is meant to do. We literally come from a line of hunters and gatherers, and like, yeah, those guys were straight up savage, and like they spent all of that time outside, outdoors, and that's how they survived. Like, I would make cute little TikToks here and there for like 5 minutes, and I'd be like, oh my god, that's my physical activity done for the whole week or the whole month. That's not how it works. You really, really need to get out there and just like, this has nothing to do with like the societal pressure of looking a certain way, or wanting to achieve certain aesthetic goals. Like, if that's the case, go for it too, but I'm just talking about it from a purely health perspective. Like, there literally have been studies that show that people who are more physically active and have like a good balance of activity included into their lives are less likely to fall victim to long-term illnesses. Again, don't quote me on all of this because I haven't really gotten into the science of it as yet. I am learning the science of it now, and it's really interesting. And if you'd like, I can make a video on the scientific aspect of like health and holistic eating and exercises, but that's not the scope of this video, so I'm not going to talk about that. But it's generally good. Source for right now is Trust Me Bro. So just go out there and be physically active. So in that regard, this challenge really helped me a lot because of the fact that I was shaped in the way of a challenge. I had to do it. Like, otherwise, like, if I did it for 10 days and on the 11th day I didn't do it, I would lose my 10-day streak. So that compelled me to go out on the 11th day and just walk, however difficult it was. And trust me, I'd be so frustrated when I initially had to force myself to go out and walk or do a little bit of like exercise and activity, but by the end of the walk I'd be that much better for it, and I'd be so grateful that I actually pushed myself to go out and walk. So genuinely, I would really, 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 really recommend it. Now, drinking water, please do it. Stay hydrated. Like, this message has been around for ages and ages, and like, I wouldn't do it either. Like, I'd be so bad at like, meeting my hydration targets, but it is absolutely essential. Like, it is like, please, your body needs water to survive. Like, enough said. And doing it in the manner of a challenge really helped me meet my water goals. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's self-explanatory. Like, I can't sit here and tell you how essential it is to drink water. You need to drink water for literally to improve in any aspect of your life. Like, you just need to drink water. Stay hydrated. 2024 is my message. But see, intermittent fasting was never an actual part of the challenge. The diet part of the challenge was just that you had to eat healthy. Like, you pick whatever diet it is and maintain it for 75 days. Like I said, some people went a lot more intense with this by doing keto or like smoothie diets or whatever. Like, I don't know what other people did, but for me, I knew that like I just wanted to have good food, and I tried to like shift my gears away from eating unhealthy junk food to eating a bit healthier. Again, with this aspect of it, I'm still working on it. I really have to improve and eat much healthier than I am right now. But this challenge was a push in or shove in the right direction. So physically speaking, really, really good. Like, I'm not saying that it will absolutely transform your life, especially if you did it on a more moderate level like I did, but it will definitely, definitely give you a push in the right direction if you're not already cultivating these healthy habits. Okay, now let's talk about the mental impact of this challenge. Firstly, and the most importantly, I don't even know if that's right English. But anyways, the most important consequence to come out of this entire challenge is that I convinced myself that I could be consistent. And it was like life-changing, because when I initially set out to do the challenge, I was like, of course, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to try my best to stick to it. But I didn't think I'd even get to the point of 30 days, let alone 60 days. But considering that I did, I have like this newfound trust in myself, which is literally invaluable. If you're at a phase in your life where you're, dealing with something that's transitory, you're not in uni, you're not in school, you're kind of like in that weird transition phase, and you're like, what is my life? Who am I? What is going on? And you need something to just give you a little bit of a structure and purpose. This challenge was beautifully tailored to exactly that. So that's the first thing. The second mental impact, this isn't really a mental impact, so to speak, but it is to do with the mind. So during the course of these 60 days, one part of the challenge, which I completely forgot to mention previously, was that you had to read 10 pages of a book, a non-fiction book, every single day. And this is another part that I was really, really, really tough on. Like, even if it was 12 a.m. and I was doing some other work and I had to go to sleep, I was like, no, it's just 10 pages. I know it seems like it's not going to make too much of a difference for today, but in the wider scheme of things, it is absolutely going to matter. Like, I don't know how I convinced myself again to this mindset, but I did. I was very, very strict with my book reading. So I would read 10 pages every day. And for me, this was such a blessing as well, because when I was a bit younger, I was like a voracious reader. I would love reading. I would like, chances are if you knew me when I was younger, you'd like bump into me and I'd be like buried. My nose would be buried in a book. But as I grew up and like, as I did a law degree, more specifically, my degree itself entailed so much reading like throughout uni and even when I got home, that I did not have the time or the mental facilities to read any other sort of material outside of uni. So I completely stopped reading. But this challenge really has helped me get back into reading and helped me realize that reading can be such a wonderful way to learn. Like, I am not even joking. It is beautiful. So I managed to get through 3 whole books during this period. And I know it sounds like it's not a lot or something, but honestly, considering how much I avoided reading during my law degree and stuff to this, it feels like a major win to me, because these 3 books, again, they were all non-fiction. They weren't fiction, which I believe is easier to read because, you know, you get lost in a story, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, but anyways, just reading the books, even if it's 10 pages a day, and come on, like, even if you're not a reader, 10 pages is so, so, so doable. And the impact that that has is sometimes you might start off with 10 pages on a day that you have more time, for example. You might start with 10 pages, but you might get so into the book by the 10th page that you're like, you know what, let's just continue reading. And that's when you learn and that's when you grow as a person, right? So yeah, it was in terms of gaining knowledge and just genuinely changing my perspective about life a little bit. Not even a little bit, quite a bit actually. These books were really, really instrumental. So I loved it. Like, I loved this part of the challenge. Like, it really, really helped me get in touch with the little me, which she'd been missing for a while now. No, I'm joking. But just the reading aspect, it really brought it back in me. There were days, and obviously everybody has these days where you really do not want to get out of bed. You're like literally, I am done. Like, take me away. Like, I can't deal with life anymore. But it's pushing yourself on those days that like brings about that implicit trust in yourself, as well as proves to you that you can do it if you set your mind to it. Okay, that is it for me. I've just detailed my experiences and just come to the conclusion that it's something you should really try. So go ahead, give it a try. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, share. Okay, wait, I already said share. My bad. Just do all of those things, please. Let me be rich. Anyways, bye. See ya.